We hear the word worry used an awful lot today. People are worried to death, they're worried sick. And the extraordinary thing about worry is this, that we worry about things over which we have no control, and most of the things we worry about never come to pass anyway. Jesus had much to say about worry, and we read about it in the Gospel of Matthew in chapter 6. He says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more important than food, and the body more important than clothing?" So straight away Jesus is saying, don't be worried about what will I eat, what will I drink, what will I wear. Now from that point onwards, he's going to develop his argument to show us why worry is needless. First of all, he states here at verse 26, "Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they?" This is a marvelous argument. Jesus says, just look around you. Look at the birds of the air. Question, who feeds them? The answer, God feeds them. Your heavenly Father feeds them, and you are more important than birds. Conclusion, therefore God will care for you. He goes on to speak about clothing. And why do you worry about clothes? See how the lilies of the field grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, O you of little faith? Again, he's driving the same point home, that God cares for his people. He says, look around you. Look at the lilies of the field. Beautiful flowers. Who made them? Who dressed them up in all such beauty? God did. And yet they don't last. They have a short lifespan. But if that's how God dresses the flowers, will he not clothe you? Will he not dress you? To which he says, O you of little faith. He makes an interesting point then when he says here, so don't worry by saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. He says, don't be like the pagans who don't know God, who don't have a relationship with God. God is not their heavenly Father. As a result of that, they're in relentless pursuit of material things. They're constantly worrying and fretting about everything. But your heavenly Father knows what you need. And if he knows what you need, he's able to meet those needs. He concludes, therefore do not be worried about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. If God is your heavenly Father, there is no need to worry. And if you begin to doubt, have a look around. Who fed the birds? Who clothes the lilies of the field? Who makes flowers beautiful? Your heavenly Father does. If that's what he does for the birds, for the flowers, and you are more valuable than they, will he not clothe and feed you? Of course he will. That's what a heavenly Father does.